Howdy there, folks. This is Great Scots. This is another episode of the 1861 Spring USA campaign in Grand Tacticians, the Civil War. This one's... I mean, you can kind of read the tale of the tape. I'm trying to show you underneath now. We don't need to see that anymore. Where this is taking place, kind of in the middle of nowhere. And the short version of it is we have 41,000 infantry and cavalry. They have almost 45,000, so we're slightly outnumbered, but we have more than a 2 to 1 advantage in artillery. So we'll see what happens. These are the 4 of the same 5 armies that were in the previous epically long battle, and so we'll see how they do. I mean, between then and now on the campaign map, not all that much has happened. When I actually loaded into that save, I hadn't... okay, so we're on the attack. Apparently it brought me back to that battle. I had some mopping up I had to do. I don't know if it's warranted, but I feel like this map kind of favors the defenders. But I've only fought on it a few times. So McDowell is here. Though I guess one of the other ways of looking at this map is, rather than attack or defender favored, it's artillery favored. And I did not look at that previous menu about how long it was going to take for the other army, which appeared to be right on my heels. Is going to take. I hope that this is wrong and just some kind of glitch. That usually seems to be the case. Let's see, they're down and over there. We have little... What's holding us up here? Okay, we gotta get rid of the HQ. We don't have that much in the way of engineering points. But we can see that they are in basic trenches. One of these armies, oh, now they're gonna try to unshow that to me, but I think the trick is to just kind of move your forces up there. So you can see what they got. I don't know if there's anything to see over here or not. Doesn't look like it. Looks like their largest force is up here, and yeah, they're sitting nice in some parapets, and they want me to attack. I have some cavalry to go capture victory points if they're going to sit back, and I think I can get that cavalry down in there. Those victory points, at least turn this into a meeting engagement. So I'm going to set up. I'm going to figure out how I'm going to get started here, and then I'll go ahead and bring you back in. So from what I can gather from the HQ report, which I don't put too much weight in, it looks like neither of our reinforcements have arrived. So this looks like their kind of entire initial force. I'm still barricading up because I'm intending to win the artillery duel. It's noon, and so I'm sending my cavalry out to capture these victory points to try to turn it from an attack at least to a meeting engagement if I can't also get behind them. They seem pretty happy to post up and sit in their entrenchments and await reinforcements, which is perfectly fine. I have skirmishers out here. I've switched them, I think, all to laying down. So their artillery is free to tee off on them all they want, but I would expect the casualties to be relatively minor. Though I am, now that I'm seeing a big part of their line is over here, and that their artillery is really facing the wrong way, we're in a fairly solid defensive position, but I'm wondering about the efficacy of just bringing up kind of all my artillery, maybe to this creek bed. Let's see. See, there is a hill there that kind of protects them. I'm not sure how good it would be, but we could certainly infiltrate infantry through the woods, come in behind them, and see what that gets us. But I don't know. I do have a 3 to 1 advantage in artillery right now, and if you've watched the channel and you've watched any of these videos, you know that I prefer to not wait and just get in there and try to make things happen. Sometimes that works, other times it doesn't. Like I said, this is a fairly good defensive position. If we can challenge them to keep them out of the creek bed, we are getting up some barricades that should at least shoot them on the way in, and serve as good fallback positions if the initial attack just completely collapses. But I'm I also think that some of this barricade stuff is as great as it is. It kind of hinders the artillery's movement. I'll send these guys up as a guinea pig to see if I'm right, but I bet trying to weave between these bunkers is probably going to take quite some time. And yeah, I did not get McDowell in a great position before I started this now. Alright, so we're going for those. Yeah, and that's pretty much where we're at. I mean, they seem to be moving. And I wonder if we can increase our artillery advantage just by rushing up these skirmishers. Maybe I should have done from the outset. I don't know. That looks like... Alright, so I got my reinforcements first. I'm not looking to put that many in front of them, but certainly make a demonstration to hold some of their troops in place, but depends a little bit on... Okay, so they came in a good spot to potentially support the attack. Of course, the way the roads go, they're going to have to come up and around here, but that also tells me that I could probably get a lot of this infantry to just move. A lot of the infantry that's here could move up, take this kind of road, and come through the woods that way. Are they doing anything? It says they are. They aren't. And so now that I kind of know how the reinforcement race is going to go, and I know that these guys have to get moved anyways, so they're going to be a little bit faster moving, as should they, let's keep them close to the road. As should they. These guys have... I'm worried about them, but they are Napoleons. They're not terrible. We'll see what they can do from there. Hopefully they're not just going to clog up the roads, but... Alright, we have the initial skirmishers here, but yeah, if I can rout a battery or two off, you know, that'll be very nice. Kind of want to make sure my cavalry's not getting caught out. What was this down here? Looked like it glitched in for a second. I don't know. McDowell was just a ways away, but oh well. Alright, we'll move our artillery command, or our infantry and our artillery commands this way. It's a bit awkward here at the beginning, but if we have 200 skirmishers per each detachment, that's still, what is it? 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's 8. So that's still 1,600 skirmishers who can... Yeah, those guys are entrenchments, but if the rest of that force is just going to sit in those parapets, then should be able to get a good surround on them. Do a little bit of work, and once these parapets are, or breastworks are done, we'll move those guys out. Let's see, where is Patterson? Where is our 3-star? Ah, this is it. Department of Pennsylvania. I really don't want to deploy in front of them, but I gotta follow. Yeah, see, Johnson's arriving for them. I just don't see any other road. We're not going to deploy like that. Alright. Well, as unsatisfactory as it is, that's... Alright, that... We're not going to deploy like that. We're going to deploy by division. This looks like my infantry. Yeah, that's a fine place to stage. This looks like... What is this, artillery? This is artillery. Okay. don't love that. But I'm at this kind of weird point where, huh, maybe can I deploy them? Uh-oh. I'm at this weird stage where a bunch of these artillery units are going to rotate out very shortly because their contracts are over. The 3-month contracts are up. Let's try to get them kind of near the road. Kind of. And we'll adjust from there. Alright, these guys have gone idle, so move them up and we'll press play here. But now it's the old race against time, which is always a difficult race to run, but I don't know where Johnston came from. I mean, if it's from either of those, he's got quite a while to get here. And there's always the potential for my cav to get in there and maybe slow down or divert some of that. But the AI, they had a decent enough starting position, but they needed to react to this movement quicker than they have. I'm just going to pile all these skirmishers in, even if it's not efficient. They may be obstructing one another's fire. It's going to have to suffice. Alright. They're still not done. They're still not done, but they're getting close. We are definitely winging it on my... Oh, forgot all about these guys. I'm definitely winging it on my end. Because I've sent skirmishers up kind of as the defense, I guess, for the artillery that's already up. So these guys are done. So we can start moving Burnside. And I think Burnside finished the last battle with about 900 men. I don't know if it was left or that he started the battle with, but... Alright. He's up to 1,000 now. Come on, keep moving here. Uh-oh. Sherman's guys are in rough shape. These guys need to continue moving. I think those are just attachments. There's not too much new and exciting going on there. But we have actually done quite a bit of work against them. These are not great targets to shoot at. So, I guess I'll put that artillery, I'll keep moving it up. Some of the faster artillery will move around, the horse-drawn stuff. And even some of the slower stuff's going to need to get moved up. Those guys have bad morale, so we're not going to move them too far from the road. And where is this artillery command? We're going to put them there. We're going to put infantry there. They have not finished constructing, but they have. So we're going to move them. Fatigue is going to be a role here. It's going to play a role here. Certainly, I hope not too big of a role, but I don't see how we could avoid it. But I want to get this infantry on my right. Because the other infantry from Patterson is going to post up down here, and hopefully all goes well after that. Yeah, that's going to go, I don't think, too well. These guys should push back. There is still another artillery battalion there, and this one, well, it has no guns now, but I know that it had a sizable number just a minute or so ago. I don't remember the exact number, but it seemed considerable. Alright, and whenever they finish up, be in a better place. Okay. They have captured those victory points. It's also possible that Johnston will come in from down here. This is very risky. And because that's the case, I'll try to keep them together, I think. Move McDowell up closer to the main force. That should allow for orders to go through a little bit quicker. And now we wait, as they say. Patterson is here. I don't know if there's separate cavalry under him or not. Is that cavalry? No, it is not. It's the artillery that's already been ordered moved from Patterson. It looks like it's just those two HQs. So we'll move Patterson up. Okay, these guys need to move up and support that attack. Oops, they need to move there. These guys, I don't think they're going to do very much here, but they can do something. Uh-oh, you guys are facing the wrong way, and we've lost probably half of our skirmisher units so far, it appears. Right. These guys need to get in the woods. Is this good enough? This looks good enough. And this, yeah, just in time. All right, good. Get them moving. Hooker, shoot away. Okay, same with you guys. Get you over here. Infantry HQ ought to get there. And I think McDowell is just going to have to live with the order delays for those two. Alright, so we got it to meeting engagement, which, I don't know, the casualties I guess are not going my, well, kind of looks like they are, but up there. Try to create some semblance of a pocket there. Where's the artillery HQ? It's there, so we're going to slide that over to there. Okay, I don't think that battery is going to be able to do much from there, so we'll slide them over there. And we're doing something. Alright, I'm not going to worry about them too much. I'd rather push up against this artillery battalion and this infantry brigade, which is now exhausted. I'd rather push them up into that as well. What are you doing? You're sitting idle? Okay. Well, in that case, if you don't want to shoot through the woods, I can certainly put you up there. Put our infantry in the woods. Same with you guys. And you. We got a nice, this a little rise right here. Yeah, that is a nice little rise right there. Sit you guys up on that. And your fellow infantry is starting to show up. So that's good as well. Alright, almost all of our skirmishers have been routed off. I feel like at this point... What are you doing? I guess you're falling back. Alright. So it looks like we've lost just about all of our first wave of skirmishers. It's to be expected. Okay, but we'll focus on this group up here. Because if we can flush them out of the woods into this open area here, I think that's okay. They still haven't encountered Johnston, and Johnston hasn't caught up with Palmer either, so. His whereabouts are to be learned, I guess. Yeah, move there. They're okay. They're moving. Okay, we're going to have them move up. What is this? This is artillery. So this is... Yeah, it's actually okay. And that's infantry, which is okay. Alright. Got them to abandon the first set of parapets here. That's great. I don't know what these guys are up to. Alright. They're winded. We'll wait till everybody, or at least all the infantry, get together up there. And then we'll send in the skirmishers. What is this position? The Peppermill Ridge. Huh. Okay. Get them there. We'll get them there. I think these guys are going to have to be over here. First Brigade. Alright. Their skirmishers will get there. These guys are going to try to wrap up here. Just checking to see if there are units that should have upgrades that don't. Tyler's wounded. I don't know. That is. I think once they take that, I think I'm still going to try to get my cavalry into their back. At least up here. That might be enough in conjunction with skirmishers to make a difference. Yeah, I'm surprised a lot of their units are as in bad a shape as they are, but we got that battalion broken as well. Be interested to see. Of their 60 guns, they've lost 25. And they're reporting I have way more guns. I have 222? I'm supposed to have 160. So I'm not too sure what that's all about. Where are you going? I'm gonna say that's fine. It seems a bit unnecessary to go that far. Same with these guys. Alright. Well, they're going to be on each other's toes a bit. I don't really want that, so we'll slide them over there. And we'll have them take their spot. Okay, more skirmishers up. Joe Hooker and company are exhausted, so I'd rather not push since we're not really ready to push anyways. It doesn't really make sense for me to throw out any skirmishers from them. We'll have these guys go up and around there. And those guys are kind of going in the right direction, so we'll let them continue on. Guess my halt order is not getting through. That's actually not a terrible spot. Neither is that. Neither is that. Let's see how the cavalry is doing, if I've gotten them killed yet. Not yet. Looks like we should be able to grab that. I think by the time they get there, it's not going to matter all that much. What can we do? Probably push the top together. It's going to look like that. They haven't taken these, so I assume again that Johnson's not coming from that way. Which makes me think that it is probably from over here. Or it could be one of these other directions where I just wouldn't get any indicators. These guys are still marching out here, alright. They should be there. Firing. These guys are idle. I think it's because I just did not position them very well. A little cramped up here. Maybe we'll move them there. And slide them over there. Alright. Traded detachments here. Alright, we're getting some push on this backside with the skirmishers clearing out. Line infantry, what do we got here? Detachments, send them forward. Brigade is tired, so... Alright, it's going to be a slow push. Okay, so we got this, and now it's switched over to a defending battle. That's great for us. I think it's generally great because it means we're not really on the... We shouldn't be on the clock as much. We're kind of forcing them out. Alright, got our cavalry set up here. There. I don't really know where those... I don't know which way the couriers are going here, but it looks like we're going to make it around them pretty quickly. Tired is fine. We can still push up with guys who are tired. Yeah, including these guys. Okay. Looks like some of this artillery is starting to get here. That's great. Those guys are all... I don't know what they're doing. Alright, I think we need that infantry over there. And even if you guys are very tired, you're probably going to be exhausted by the time you get there, but that's where you can actually do some good. So move you there, move you there. Move you there. Alright, I think it's time to move McDowell over here. Slide our other HQs over there, and maybe even slide that HQ over there. We'll have directions go around them. Couriers go around them. Any sign as to where these guys are coming from? Still none. A little baffled. Oops. Those folks are actually in decent positions. That's okay, it's not a great position. Yeah, I'm not sure what's up with that. I'm not. I guess I just totally missed that I was supposed to move those guys. Might be able to sneak in there. Alright. It's probably not the greatest tactic in military annals, but I do want to try to engage them a little bit here so they can't just keep falling back. And we'll go for that infantry because it's easy pickings. Guess they recovered some of their artillery, and I guess my cannons must be kind of randomly exploding. Actually, I don't even really want my skirmishers this far to the right. I really want that artillery to be able to do a lot of the heavy lifting. Can't get those guys fixed. Okay, I want these guys moved up. It's starting to look like I'm just going to need to walk this artillery up. Alright. They are done. These guys are fatigued, so we'll see if we can steal an engagement off of them. And we'll see. Huh. Hope they don't show up in my back. Ah! I wonder if this still has an angle. Whoa. Alright. Let's get them up. Do, do. Whoa. That's a lot of smoke. And 16 frames per second. That is quite the scene. slightly higher ground doesn't really matter. Jeez. It's about to go overnight. That's not good. At this point, just advance. This never happens when I'm behind trenches. We just break. Jeez. Cannot believe it is such that I can't blast through those parapets even more. Do not believe it. Gee whiz, man. That is ridiculous fire. cannot believe that artillery is not... My artillery has not shattered them. And what it's supposed to do to morale, and that amount of artillery is... It's unbelievable. They haven't broken. Alright. Just gotta continue pushing these guys. Swing that way. Nightfall's gonna fall too quickly here. These guys have not made any inroads whatsoever. That brigade is done. Pushing those guys. Let's keep playing leapfrog here. Oh, it's another brigade. What is causing that to bug out like that? Jesus. This is going on a while here. There we go. Now we just got pushing here, pushing here. That's gonna be it. And that'll be it. I did better than I thought. Had a lot more artillery than I thought too. Alright. Old Colonel Baker. Narrow victory. Okay. Hopefully I'll save it this time and that should be it. And on that. That'll do it. All right.